In The Rise of Skywalker, Rey uses Force Heal to heal a stab wound on Kylo Ren, delivered by her on the ocean moon of Endor. The wound wasn't very extreme, but still would have taken considerable Force energy to heal. Later in the movie, following Rey's death, Ben uses the Force Heal back on Rey to resurrect her from the dead, but he dies in the exchange as he transfers his Force energy to her. We've never seen Force Heal in any of the other Star Wars movies before. This raises the question, what if Force Heal was in the prequels? We'll begin with Episode 1. At the end of the movie, Darth Maul stabs Qui-Gon Jinn in the abdomen, resulting in him unable to continue to fight. Obi-Wan later cuts Maul in two, and the first thing he does is go and heals Qui-Gon with the Force. Qui-Gon's wound was similar to Kylo Ren's in Episode 9, so it shouldn't be that hard to heal. Because Qui-Gon lives, he will be able to train Anakin Skywalker instead of Kenobi. Kenobi, having just killed, in quotation marks, a Sith Lord, will be asked to join the Jedi Council. The normal events of the timeline will continue, but with Qui-Gon being Anakin's master. This would have a significant effect on Anakin's training. Anakin would be less egotistical, more patient, and less power hungry. Qui-Gon is an experienced teacher, whereas Obi-Wan was basically still a Padawan when he began training Anakin. Obi-Wan trained Anakin because he had to, because it was his master's dying wish. This would have put a lot of stress and pressure on him, whereas Qui-Gon wanted to train Anakin. He believed in him, and that he was the chosen one. Anakin would continue to meet Padme again, like in Episode 2, and experience the nightmares of his mother dying whilst he was on his mission to protect Padme. He would also fall in love with her, as no what-if topic could change that. Anakin would be more mature under Qui-Gon's tutelage and less bratty teenager-like than what we saw in Episode 2. Anakin would travel to Tatooine with Padme, following his dreams. He would find his mother in the Tusken Raider village on her last legs of life. Anakin, being the chosen one, would use Force Heal to heal the wounds inflicted by the Tusken Raiders and save her from death. He would take her back to the Lars at full health. Anakin would not kill the Tusken Raiders and experience that outburst of pain and suffering that we saw in Episode 2, and not experience the beginnings of the dark side. All he would have cared about was getting his mum back to safety. He would not give his speech to Padme about wanting to be the most powerful Jedi ever. Instead, he would be filled with joy that his mother survived. I believe he would leave his mother on Tatooine, knowing that she is free and happy with her new family. Anakin and Padme would go to Geonosis and search for Kenobi, only to get captured. Obi-Wan and Anakin fight Count Dooku, but Obi-Wan is injured and Anakin loses his arm. However, because Yoda comes later, he is powerful enough in the Force to use Force Heal to reattach Anakin's arm. He does not require a cybernetic arm and still has all his limbs. Anakin and Padme get married as usual on Naboo to become husband and wife. It is also important to note, because of the significant number of Jedi on Geonosis, it is likely they would have been able to do a Force Heal ritual of some sorts to reduce the number of casualties of battle. Episode 3 is where Force Heal ability is most useful. I don't know whether this is canon or not, but I believe that Palpatine planted the dreams of Padme dying to manipulate Anakin. However, if Anakin had the Force Heal ability, this tactic from Palpatine wouldn't work. Yes, he would have a lot of distress from his dreams, but nowhere near the amount in the movie. He would simply make sure that he, the chosen one, the most powerful Jedi, was at Padme's birth. Maybe as a protective measure, he would have Obi-Wan there as well. He wouldn't even need to tell Obi-Wan he is the father, considering that Padme and Obi-Wan are friends, but I'm sure Obi-Wan would have known. Palpatine would still invite Anakin to meet with him and discuss Plagueis and his ability to save people from dying in order to try and manipulate Anakin. But Anakin doesn't need this ability, he already has it. He would not require the dark side to save his wife. He would not need to commit the monstrosities he did in the original timeline in order to be strong enough in the dark side to unlock this ability. Maybe Sidious could have killed Ahsoka or done something with her, but I don't think it would have been a strong enough motivator. When Palpatine reveals himself to Anakin, his manipulation would have been too weak. Anakin would not choose the dark side. Nothing in his life, except the atrocities of war, would lead him down this path. He has a great master in Qui-Gon, a good friend in Kenobi, an apprentice in Ahsoka, a wife in Padme Amidala, children on the way, and he knows of his mother being alive, free from slavery and in a loving family. Life would be great for Anakin. When Palpatine utters the words,
"And you will be able to save your wife from certain death."
I strongly believe that under the tutelage of Qui-Gon, that Anakin would be mature and wise enough in the Force to realize what was happening in the moment. Palpatine had just revealed himself as a Sith Lord, and that he knows of his dreams of Padme. These two concepts have to be linked. Anakin would get a brief sense of relief, knowing that his wife is safe and that she will not die in childbirth. He will put the two ideals together, that Palpatine is planting those dreams in Anakin's head. Those dreams are nothing more than dark side visions planted by Sidious. Anakin would ignite his blade as Sidious begins to convince him to join him, but to no success. However, as Sidious does not ignite his lightsaber, Anakin would not fight him, as it is not the Jedi way to fight someone unarmed. He feels no temptation to join him, as there is nothing he can gain. He leaves by saying,
"I'm going to turn you over to the Jedi Council."
Sidious again tries to plant the propaganda of saving Padme just to get the last word in. This does give Anakin some distress, as Palpatine has been a mentor and a father figure since he first arrived on Coruscant. Anakin goes straight to Mace Windu to tell him that,
"I've just learned a terrible truth. I think Chancellor Palpatine is a Sith Lord."
A Sith Lord?
Mace in this timeline would have complete trust in Anakin. He has no reason not to. He gathers Kit Fisto, Agen Kolar, Saisi Tin, and Qui-Gon, as well as allowing Anakin to join them to take on Sidious, as Mace senses no conflict within him. The 6 Jedi travel to Sidious's office and arrest him. Sidious senses the Jedi coming, but there is no time to escape.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you are under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
They fight, Sidious kills Agen Kolar and Saisi Tin, but ultimately is struck down by the remaining Jedi. Anakin, for his efforts in revealing Palpatine, is granted the rank of Master. He is the chosen one. He revealed who the Sith Lord was to the Jedi and aided in their defeat. Padme successfully has Luke and Leia, and the four live happily as the Skywalker family. This is, in my opinion, the main problem with the sequels. With Rey and Ben being able to force heal, it completely destroys the point of the sequels. Anakin mainly turned to the dark side because he wanted the ability to save Padme from death. But if he already had that ability, whilst being on the light side, there's no reason for his turn. Completely underdoes what George Lucas did in the prequels. Let me know what you guys think about this, please leave a like, and thanks for watching.